Today we're going to be curing this toilet fill valve of its drip. Basically there's a seal in there which has failed, and the diaphragm's allowing water to leak through, so it just keeps filling the toilet up and sends the water down the pan. So the first thing to do is to turn the isolator valve, if you have one, and turn it 90 degrees to the pipe. If it's open, that's the direction of flow it will be on. Then flush the toilet to get rid of the head of water, reduce the water levels down, and then we can disconnect this flexi pipe here. If yours has got a solid copper pipe, you may need a fibre washer. If you're lucky you can reuse them, but you might not be so lucky. Often it pays to have both an adjustable spanner and swan necks, as we're working in a confined space, and a couple of old containers come in handy to catch the water when it starts dripping. So when the flexi pipe's disconnected, you can then get under there and loosen that nut off, and that's when the bulk of the water will be draining out the cistern. And now it's a case of out with the old and hopefully in with the new. And we've purchased a Flowmaster with a 1/2 inch height adjustable, so 1/2 inch is the thread at the bottom, and this one's silent fill. And I purchased this because it had the brass shank, which is more substantial than the plastic shank one we pulled out. You can have difficulty tightening these and damage the threads, and with a brass shank you avoid all them problems. It's worth paying the extra. Okay, so this fill valve has came a little bit short, but it can be extended, and we want to calibrate this to the height of the original one. So we just undo this tab here, remove that, give it a twist and stretch out, and get these bases something like in a line, and the float valves the same height. And then when we're done, we can refit this tab just to keep everything in check. And this nut's what's known as half BSP. That's the thread there. That's pretty standard pipe. And we'll refit the fill valve. We'll just position it exactly how we want it, and we'll nip it up from the bottom end. Plastic washer on first, and then the nut. And give everything a good nip up. And whilst holding the fill valve still, just give it a nip up with a swan necks. And then hopefully the seal's good in here. If it isn't, you can either replace the flexi, or you can put a shower seal in. You just dig that seal out with a screwdriver, put in a shower seal, and you should be good to go. So we'll give that a nip. And turn it with a swan necks to form a good seal. And then, depending on our confidence levels, we can either add a bit of water or just fill it right up. So now is a good time to check for leaks. Be thorough. A wipe down with a bit of toilet paper is quite good. Start at the lowest point when you're checking for leaks, and just check for dry paper, and then hopefully we can confidently fill it up. And then we're going to put the flow back to full in this case, and just adjust it downwards, and we should witness the fill valve rise up, and it will slowly shut the water supply off. I can hear it going now, it's reducing, it's doing its job. And no leaks, and all's well. And we'll put the lid on this job. Many thanks for watching, and why not subscribe? to learn of more low-cost repair solutions.